What's good, YouTube? It's your boy JC Baby, Mr. Major Man, Mr. 504. Welcoming y'all back to another edition of the showroom. Today, I kind of want to change the tone a little bit. I want to talk about something really important. Now, this is mostly dedicated to most of the youngsters or somebody getting started out, just now starting out in a sneaker game, as far as collecting is concerned. But I'm about to really break down and give y'all a real tutorial on the importance of, like, you see people with these big collections and things like that. I'm about to show y'all basically a way to get the things that you want without having to shell out a whole lot of money. I'm kind of about to teach y'all the importance of monetary value versus barter trading value. Like, sometimes the two go hand in hand, sometimes they don't. Sometimes you have to know what you're doing in this game in order to get what you want. Like my collection, I'm gonna be real with y'all, I've never had to really pay resale for none of the shoes in my collection because I know how to barter, and my way has always worked for me. It's always worked because, like, as I told y'all know I used to be a reseller. So what good is being a reseller if you have to still pay resale for things that you want? You use the barter system. You use it to your advantage, basically. And what I'm about to show you is how you're able to do that, because like I said, there's a lot of young people, y'all don't have jobs. I've been doing this for 17 years, almost 16, 17 years. I've been doing this since I was 12, man. Like, literally, I've been doing the aftermarket, the third party movement for almost 20, like, that's really almost 20 years if you round it off. Like, so I've been doing this a long time, man. I'm just letting it be known. Rather, I ain't care what it was. Rather, it could have been a pinch of salt. I would have tried to sell it. But I'm really about to break this down for y'all to show y'all how y'all could probably gain more or less, depending on what you're looking for, by using the barter system. Now, first, I'm gonna talk about monetary value. And monetary value goes like this. Let's take, for instance, the Yeezy, the Shadow backboard, and you know what? I even throw in the Chicago. Now, when we talk monetary, we're talking money. Financially wise, this is probably $1,500 worth of product right here. Like, speaking in a drug term too, this is $1,500 worth of work right here. These three items, this is $1,500 I have just sitting right here in my lap. Now, this is breaking this down into a monetary thing. Now this, let's say $550. I'm gonna just say $550 off the rip for these. $600 off for these, and $450 going on $500 for these. Now, what I'm saying is, these have a price value that you could pretty much work and do whatever you want. Like, let's say this for instance. Me, if I'm not a fan of Yeezy, y'all should already know this. You know what the value of it is, but what are you going to do with that? Are you going to use it for money, or are you going to use it for trade? Now me, I've already made my money back off these because I had these in multiples. I had multiple pairs of these. I've sold them. I made my money back once I sold the first pair. Well, actually, by the time I got to the second pair, everything was laying yap afterwards. But what I'm trying to say is, now this is, I can mainly use this for trade. And people are complaining about things sitting. I could literally get a 5-for-1 trade off of this right now. Like, really off of the table. And it includes the 5 shoes that I want, which are the Motorsport 4s, the Ultimate Motorsport 4s, the triple white up tempos, the Scottie Pippen PE up tempos, and the Bulls up tempos. I literally have a 5-for-1 trade on the table right now for these right here. Now, that's me building my collection up. That's me building the whole collection up, you dig? So with that, I would really be getting 5 shoes for once. Now, the advantage to me is that I'm getting 5 shoes. The value of all those shoes are far greater than this, but I still wouldn't have to add. Now, with me saying that, it's all about wants versus needs, quantity over quality, or whatever the case may be, value wise. And when I say value wise, like I said, I really could get 5. Like, I literally have on the table right now a 5-for-1 trade. And some people probably say I lose because I'm getting the Yeezy for a whole bunch of GRs. But let's think about the value of those GRs. Yes, they're on sale, and this is worse for your bartering system too. You could buy a whole lot of these shoes for on sale right now. I know the motorsports are under retail. I know the triple white Pippins are under retail. I'm quite sure a lot of y'all have coupon codes. Things are going on sale every week, man. So if you could get all these shoes for under retail, under the value probably of what this is worth, and I wouldn't know nothing. Like, that's the whole thing that's where the trading system comes from, in the bartering system. I get a 5-for-1 for that. But as I was saying before, this had a monetary value of $5.50. It's gonna eventually jump up, and I probably could get more for that. But that is how I usually use. This is what I use as leverage for myself to gain more for my buck. Like, those are 5 shoes that I do want. But like I said, if I wanted to make that trade, I could make that trade happen and have five new pairs of shoes that I really want. Now, with that being said, there are shoes that are low on value but high on the bartering trading value. Now, let's say these Chicago ones right here. We all know how their release went. Not a lot of pairs were made. Not a lot of people got these. So, if I wanted to get rid of these, people are not, like, I'm gonna be all the way real with you. People are not willing to spend that $400 plus on this shoe, but they're willing to barter with you for maybe a 3-for-1, maybe a 4-for-1 trade for these. I've seen people trying to finesse the system. I've seen people trying to sell off Royals and double ups of Royals and reverse shatter backboards and black toes for this shoe, but like, the value is not there for that trade, because that's still an unfair trade regarding this. Like, whoever would come at me with a trade, they're more likely gonna have to add, because this has trade power over monetary, because people aren't willing to pay it, but yet the trade value is high on it. And that's why I'm trying to show you certain shoes. It may not have a high resale because people aren't willing to buy it for a certain amount, but that's where sellers and consumers, that's where they're battling. And with that being said, like, let me go to another shoe on that tip, like these right here, the Master 12s. Another shoe is iffy on it, because I see it go for 300 some days, 280, but people don't want to pay that for this because they're like, it's an all black shoe, but it has high trade power, and that's regardless if it's DS or used, because it's an all black shoe. Like, you barely not gonna see any imperfection on this. This is a DS pair, but I'm gonna just say 300. People don't want to pay $300 for this 12. Flu games are a little bit cheaper than that right now, but that's how. But it has high trade value. I have really grown my collection off of quality versus quantity. I didn't have to buy a lot to get a lot. So, and with that being said, like I said, a lot of my collection really was sourced by me getting the high premium quality shoes, or the most, I can say it, the hype shoes, to establish my collection and grow it bigger. Some people want bigger, some people want smaller. It just depends on how a person views that. And like I said, it doesn't matter how you get the shoe. You could get a pair of, I don't know, hell, some of these. You could get the Cyber Mondays, man, like for $79, depending on where you go. And The matter of fact, the shoes I'm wearing right now, you can get some winged 12s for $89, and like you could get a whole lot of You could get a whole lot of GRs for cheap because eventually they're gonna run out in stores, and you could use that as a barter. Some people have that vision. Oh, I'm getting 5 for 1, when you really didn't pay that much for the shoes that you're trading off. And like a lot of people do, like that's how a lot of people grow their collections. That's how a lot of people make extra money on the side too, man. Like give you an example. I'm gonna say this right here, and no disrespect to the guy that gave me these. Now these Pinnacle 4s right here. This is a $400 shoe, $450 with tax. If I want to theoretically think about it, I only paid $240 for this shoe because I traded it. This shoe I had got for a trade for a Yeezy. The Yeezy was $240. These are $400. I evenly traded the Yeezy for these. Now let's think about it. And not only did I trade this shoe for the Yeezy, the guy also paid for the middleman service and the extra shipping to ship out. The express shipping, excuse me. He paid for the express shipping to happen. So theoretically, I won. They would say I won that because I didn't have to pay for none of the services or anything. Middleman, postal, all that. I didn't have to pay for none of that. He got his Yeezy, but I got my snakeskin 4, which is a perfect example. Like I said, this is a $400 shoe, and I got this for not the zebra Yeezy. I think I can't remember which Yeezy I traded. I think it probably was it the creams or was it I can't remember if it was the creams or the breads, but it was one of those Yeezys. But I was able to trade that, get a $450 value shoe for basically $240. So that is what I'm talking about when it comes to the barter system and trading value of these kicks, man. But like I really just want to keep a lot of the youngsters aware of some things, cause like I said, you don't need a lot of money to gain a big collection, man. Like stop looking for the biggest hypest shoe to release, man. Like there are a lot of shoes that are coming out every week. There's a different pair of Jordans. Like Yeezys is starting to get watered down because they're coming out with too much of the same colorway. We got 4 or 5 black colorways that came out just in a year's time. 2 white colorways, and well, they just canceled the green pair, but we got another white one, a white and blue colorway coming out. So I'm just saying, man, like I said before, like this shoe right here, I love up tempos. Y'all should know this. I love up tempos. The value on this is I think $200 at most. $220, $200. But like I said, that's not really a high, but I didn't want to pay resale for it because I knew I was going to eventually find it for $260, $275, which I did, and that's how I got these. But they have high trade power. This is what you call a high trade power shoe. It's low on resale because people still don't want to pay resale for it because they think they can still find it. But as time goes on, the price usually goes up on certain shoes. Like these Royals right here, they're $220 on resale, but eventually they're gonna rise back up. But they still have high trade power. These still have high trade power because I still could get a 2-for-1 trade deal off of these. I could get two. I could probably get the sale and a black colorway of the new Jordan 1s coming out for this, which ain't bad. But in any case, like I said, man, I'm just trying to really teach y'all about the trade value, or even these right here. These go. The LA one, same thing. Have a high trade value, but probably a low. It got a low resale value, but still a high trade value. Same as the Royals. I could get a 2-for-1 off of this, depending on what the shoes are. But as I said before, man, like I said, I just really want to help some of these youngsters build y'all collection up, get what you want out of life, and enjoy your collections, man. Like, I enjoy my collections because of how I got it. Every shoe has a story. Every shoe has what I had to do to get it for me to grow my collection. Everything has a story. That's why a lot of people get into this. That's why a lot of YouTubers that you see get into this game, because we have a story to tell that goes along with this. And like I said, in all my years that I've been doing this, man, I've had a story for every single pair of shoes that I probably got, man. And I've built a relationship with people that I've retained some of these shoes with, whether it be from Taiwan, Japan, Australia, UK, parts of Paris, California, New York, Florida. I've gained a relationship from all over the world just with these just with the shoe game itself, man. And that's a beautiful thing, man, when you can expand yourself outside of your norm. Because, like, to you, your life may be boring, but to somebody else, a lot of people feel like that's an interesting thing, man. I just want to just wanted to get that out there as far as it's concerned with these sneakers, man. But like I said, I wanted to start doing more videos like this where I could kind of assist and help and educate y'all on some of the realms, qualms, and reliefs of the shoe game. Excuse me. Because like I said, man, there are always ways to get a lot of what you want without having to break the bank. And I'm for one all for that, and I believe in that to the fullest because I've done it and my system works for me. And I hope that it's able to assist some of y'all and help y'all in y'all future endeavors. But as always, I want to thank y'all for tuning in. I told y'all I'm gonna start doing more segments like this. But as always, thank y'all for tuning in. Please follow me on all my social media platforms. I got something coming for y'all. I'm trying to figure out, like, I want to make it the best thing possible for my loyal subscribers. But and another thing, man, hit that like button, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, do what you gotta do. Follow me on all my social media platforms, and stay true, stay fly, stay blessed. And I will be getting back at y'all on the next video. And I'm JC Baby, and I'm out. You dig?